Okay, so this is what you do. You're going to go to your data set and pixels. Okay, so first you're going to go to your business settings. When you go to your business settings, you go to data sources. You're going to create a new pixel for this one. So I've created a new pixel for this one, but I disabled it. Meta doesn't allow you to delete it. So let's go through the whole process afresh. So click on the button there, and then click on add. So you're going to create a new pixel. So testing web app, testing my app. You can always change the name of the pixels. Okay, so testing my app. I'm not going to choose any category. Then just go ahead and then I'll create my pixel. I'm going to create my data set here. So I'm going to link it to my ad account. Okay, so I'll link it to my ad account. From here, I'm going to go to my event manager to configure everything. So it is in my event manager that I'm going to configure the pixel code on my React app. So over here, it knows whatever I have to do. So I just go ahead and click on connect data. Okay, I'm working with this data set. So when I'm connecting it to my website. Okay, good. Then I click on the next button. Here I select my data set. So this is though it is inactive, I'm still going to select it. If you don't have a data set here, you can just create your data set from here. Then you go to next. So here we are not going to do conversion API for now. We'll just set up a normal metapixel. Then we go to next. So in setting up the metapixels, here we are recommended to use a Google Tag Manager. Okay, but we don't want to use a Google Tag Manager. We want to add a pixel to your website ourselves. So let's go to next. Now here you have to copy the pixel code. The pixel code has a certain secret code in it. Okay. So after copying the pixel code, you're going to put your pixel code. Let me open my VS Code. You're going to put your pixel code inside of your index.html. You are putting it in a head tag. Okay. So control V. Okay. Now let me format it. So now this is your meta pixel code inside of your header. Okay, good. Now this is a secret code. You're going to see that I'm covering this. There's a secret code over here. That is your data set. That's your pixel code. Okay. Without that pixel code, it's not going to work. Okay. So let me show you. Let's go to next. He says paste the meta pixel code between the head tags of your web page. You may already have other existing code between the head tags, so just place the pixel code underneath but above the closing head tag. Then to save and confirm the changes, refresh your website. Okay, so let's see the example from here. So you see that inside of our head tag, we did just that. It is inside of the, although you are doing React, you're not going to put it in your app.jsx or your main.js. You're putting it inside of the index.html. At this point, I hope you understand. Then you go to next. Now we have advanced matching. So advanced matching is going to take your your data from your website and going to match it to meta users. So I'd always want to turn it on because at the end of the day, Meta needs to find out who is coming to your website and then be able to track them. Okay. So now that is the basic one. Now here you have a basic tracking here. You are tracking the page view. Okay. So here you can change the name. You can change the name to landing page view, but let me leave it as page view. And then you click on done. So now you set up our pixel. Okay, that is it. So we see here that when we refresh the page, it has worked now. So we made sure to install this one into our header tag, and then when we came to our hard.jsx, our app.jsx, now we want to install the pixel on some certain buttons. Okay, So let me show you my web app. This is the app. So anytime someone taps on this button, I'm showing you the mobile version of my website. If I let me show you the web version. So here, this one we are not triggering any events on this. But then as soon as someone fills the details and then chooses the delivery and the delivery region and all that, and then the person clicks on place my order. Okay, so let's look for the place my order. Place my good. This is the place my order. So if someone clicks on the place my order, it has to trigger a particular event. So now this is the event you are triggering. When somebody fills that button, we've put everything in this one submit order um function that we created here. So um if someone clicks on the submit order and the person tries to initiate an order, this block of code will implement with it. Okay. So now let's see what is happening in this block of code. All this thing, let's say your code wouldn't have all these things because this is specific to my app. So here we have Windows window.fbq into brackets. Here, what you are tracking, what event are you tracking? Here you choose the name for it. So you choose initiate checkout. Okay, so we choose to track initiate checkout. Okay, so this tracking of initiate checkout, you can just close the bracket over here. You can just end the code here. Anytime you submit an order, it's going to initiate the checkout. Okay, so it happens inside of that button. Now, when someone submits the order, when someone places the order on my app, now after the person places the order, we say order is received, so the message should be sent. So now, when somebody actually messages me, that's when we treat the person as a lead. Okay, so here too we are tracking lead. Let me show you. So here you see over here, it's a link. So if the window has been loaded, the window lead has been loaded, and somebody clicks on this button, immediately Facebook tracks the person as a lead. It's over here. Facebook tracks the person as a lead. So it is very simple to actually install Facebook Pixel on your website. And you can even use the Meta Pixel helper to allow you to see the events that are loaded on this page. Take notes, it doesn't load immediately, it takes some time, but eventually your Pixel helper will see um, the events that is happening on your page and then implement it as such. So this is how you install Metapixel on your app.